BeCozi.net is here. BeCozi.net and BeCozi.com is an American website with the biggest collection of chunky yarns for hand knitting. Hand knitting was invented by me in 2015, and in 2016 in May I started this YouTube channel. We have 280 videos as of today, so make sure to sign up, subscribe. There is a button on the screen, subscribe, because we're posting videos of a new pattern every single week. So today we are using again BeCozi beautiful yarn. That is the reason I'm making this video, is to promote my yarn, BeCozi yarn. Today we're using Chunky Chenille in white and cloud color, and this beautiful, it's kind of new to our stock. This is tie-dye Chenille and s'mores. It's extremely beautiful color, available only at BeCozi.net. Our yarn is not available in any craft stores, so if you want to buy it, you need to go to BeCozi.net and buy it, or BeCozi.com. It will go to the same website. So these three beautiful colors will give us this beautiful blanket. Here it is, cloud tie-dye s'mores in white color. The pattern I call is double twisted rib. You can see maybe that it's 2 twisted stitches, 1 knitted. It looks really beautiful in a blanket. This blanket is a small size, 30 by 50, and underneath the video I will place information how much yarn you need and how many stitches you need to start for smaller, for medium size, and for the large. So if you have our yarn ready, let's get started. Okay guys, so we will be using these three beautiful colors. This is our cloud gray. It's a very light gray color. This is our white, and this is our gorgeous tie-dye s'mores. Very beautiful color. So we will start with gray color. Let's take the label off and find the end, and usually inside on one of the sides. Now place the yarn in front of you like that. This is the tail, this is working yarn, and we will be placing working yarn on the top of the tail like this. And now insert your hand and grab this working yarn and pull it out. So this is our first stitch. You're pulling it up with your left hand, and you're pulling these 2 strings down with your right hand. So here we are, we just made the first stitch. As you can see, it's a little bit bigger than we need, it's pretty big. So working yarn can be pulled down to make it a little bit smaller. So here we are. Now we will be casting on our chain. So to cast on, insert the hand inside this first stitch, grab working yarn and pull it out. So we just made second stitch. As you can see, I'm trying to make it the same size. And now I will press the bottom of the second stitch, insert my hand, grab working yarn and pull out. So this is the third stitch. And the reason I'm pressing the bottom of the stitch, because if you don't do it and then you're making another stitch, the previous stitch can be either a little bit too small or a little bit too big. This way you're fixing the size. So here we are. So this is casting on for hand knitting. This way is also used for hand crocheting. It's the easiest way, and when you're doing it, try to make all stitches of the same size. We will be casting on 20 stitches, guys. 20 stitches is giving you a size or width of 30 inches. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have 20 stitches. What are we doing next? The only way to have a beautiful chain, this chain on the bottom of the blanket, is to flip this chain when you cast it on another side, and now knit this middle part of the stitches. So here we are. We flipped it on another side. This is our first stitch. You're going underneath, insert your fingers, grab working yarn, and pull it out. This is our first stitch, and now we will be using this middle part of the stitch. Not the top, not the bottom, the middle part, guys, because that's the only way to make the beautiful chain on the bottom of the blanket. So here our first stitch, here is the middle part of the stitch. You can see top, bottom, this is the middle one. Lift it, insert your fingers, grab working yarn, and pull it out. Here we are. You just made second stitch. Try to make them all of the same size, the same height. So now next stitch, top, bottom, middle. Lift it, grab working yarn, pull it out. Top, bottom, middle. And that's how we will be pulling it out. We will be pulling out our first row of the blanket. So here we are, we're almost to the middle of it. And let me show, see this beautiful chain? That is how we are making the beautiful chain on the bottom. That is the only way to make that chain. And this is the only way when the blanket looks very nice and professionally made on the bottom. So when you pull out the first row, here we are. I have just a few stitches left. And again, try to make them all around about the same size. This way it will look really nice. Here we are. So what are we doing next? Next, we are placing our working yarn on the back, and it will be in a direction where we will be knitting. We will be now knitting left to the right. So insert your fingers in the first stitch, grab working yarn and pull it out. And then we will start the pattern here, okay? So next two stitches we will be twisting, okay? So here is the stitch. We're going we're knitting to the right, so we're twisting stitch to the right. See, it kind of like crisscrossing it a little bit, and then when you twisted it, insert your fingers, grab working yarn and pull it out. And then we're doing the same to the next stitch. Twist, insert your fingers, grab working yarn, pull it out. Next stitch will be simple knitting stitch. So that's what we'll be doing, guys. The same the whole pattern is knit one, two twisted, knit one. So here we are, we're knitting this one. Next two, we're twisting. Yarn is laying here, and twist to the right because we're knitting to the right, one stitch and two. Then next stitch, just knit simple knitting stitch. That's the whole pattern, guys. It's very simple. It looks really beautiful on a finished blanket, as I showed you at the beginning. And that's how we will be making this pattern with these three beautiful colors. And you can select any colors you want. We have lots and lots, like over 100 colors on our website, BeCozi.net. You will not find such colors in any craft store, and our yarn is not available in craft stores. It's the best. And again, BeCozi.net, where you can get it. So here we are, two twisted, one knitted, and now we're knitting this last stitch too. We are knitting the last stitch in every row. And now, starting this row, we will be skipping this stitch. It's very easy to skip it. You're just leaving it laying here, and you're going to the next stitch. So in the next stitch, we will be knitting the stitch that was knitted and twisting those that were twisted. It's kind of easy to see which one. So see, this two looks like a chain. It means that we are simply knitting this stitch. This one, you can see that they were twisted because the stitch is going on the top, the part of the stitch. So we are twisting this too, only here we're twisting them in the left direction. So take the stitch, twist, grab working yarn, pull it out. Take the stitch, twist, grab working yarn, pull it out. This stitch was simply knitted, we're simply knitting it. Next two stitches, twisting, twist, grab working yarn, pull it out. Twist, grab working yarn, pull it out. So this is, guys, the whole pattern. You just need to pay attention, especially like in this cloud color. It's not very obvious what stitch was before in the row, before previous row. And especially when you're knitting a s'mores color, it's very bright. So it's hard to see exactly, just need to pay attention. Again, see, the knitted stitch look like little chains. Twisted stitch look like zigzag. Okay, so here we are. This is knitting, and no, this is not knitting. This was knitting. This one was crisscross, I mean twisted. So twist, twist, knit the last. We're done with this row. So now when we're starting, we again skipping the first stitch, same as we did in that in this row. So just simply laying here, these two twisted, we're twisting them in the direction where we're knitting. So we're knitting to the right, yarn to the right, take a stitch, twist, grab working yarn, pull out. Twist, grab working yarn, pull out. And then this one is simple knitting. So keep doing this way, guys, until you are done with first color. In my case, this is cloud gray, beautiful color, very soft, looks really beautiful on the finished blanket. So I will keep knitting this color in this pattern, to twist one knit until I am done with this color, and then I will come back and I will show you how to connect the next color. Okay, guys, so we are almost done with the skein, and you can see that I have about two length or widths of the blanket left of the skein. It will not be enough for the whole row. If you need the whole row, you will need at least 2.5 of the widths of the blanket. So what I will do, I will actually cut this yarn here, and then I will keep it, and I might need to use it at the top where I'm using the cloud color on the other side of the blanket. So now I am connecting this s'mores color. So let's take a label off, find the end, and now the way I am connecting. My favorite way is, and simplest and easiest way, and I think it's the best way, is to make a simple knot like that. Now you pull the knot until you can feel that there is no way to pull, and then you're taking your scissors and you're cutting it close, cutting the tails close to the knot. So what we have here, we have a connection that will not be really seen on the blanket. A lot of people like to connect by burning method, so I will show you this method too. So for burning, you will need a lighter. I have this little one. You are burning the one end until it's burned like that. Then you're attaching the other one, and then you're pushing them toward each other. Try not to touch that middle part because it's really, really hot. You will burn yourself. So wait for a little bit, kind of pushing it toward each other, and then start rubbing this connection in between, to kind of trying to connect it. Then you can actually hold it a little bit. You can feel it's warm there inside. So here it is. So some people prefer this way to connect the yarn. You can see it's connected now. You can pull. It's not disconnecting, so you did a good job. The only thing that I don't like, or actually two things about this method, there is a hard piece inside because it's kind of like plasticky feeling, and also it you need to be very, very thorough trying to connect it really nice, like pulling it needs to be really, really good connected, otherwise it will disconnect while you are using the blanket or washing it. So anyway, we will keep it this way. And now we are starting our next row. The same as in the previous rows, I am skipping the first stitch. Let me show why. See this beautiful chain on the side? That is my purpose. This is the only way to have this beautiful chain on both sides when you're skipping the first stitch. If you don't, the blanket will be curly like that. There won't be any chain. It will be curly, not really nice looking on sides, and you will also use more yarn. Not much, but a little bit more. So for this reason, we're keeping this first stitch here, and we're going into the second. You see already the pattern forming really nicely. Two twisted, one knitted, two twisted, one knitted. So this twisted, we're twisting. Twist, grab working yarn, pull it out. Twist, grab working yarn, pull it out. This one is knitted, knit. And this way we will start beautiful s'mores color or whatever second color you're using. You can use just one color for the whole blanket. I just like to have a few different colors. So that's how I will be knitting the rest of the blanket, guys. Then when I am done with the s'mores color, I will connect my white. I will connect it in the exactly same way as I just showed you, either knot or burn together, and that's pretty much it. And then you're just knitting the size of the blanket you want. So this is size again 30 by 50, 5 skeins, and underneath the video I will put information, I will place information how many skeins you will need for bigger sizes and how many stitches to start with for bigger sizes. It's all underneath the video, including link to our website where you can buy this beautiful yarn that's available only at BeCozi website. So I will keep knitting, and when I'm ready to cast off, I will come back and I will show you how to do it. Okay, guys, so we are almost done. So I have, as I told you, I showed you how I connected beautiful s'mores. Then I connected white the same way, then s'mores again, and then cloud. Now we're ready to cast off. For cast off, you need to finish, you need to leave 4 widths of the blanket. The yarn and the length of 4 widths. 1, 2, 3, 4. That will be enough to finish the blanket. If it will be less, it will not be enough. So now we are finishing it up, and I usually make extra stitch here before I start casting off, and this is this needs to be done that it would be beautiful angle here on the edge of the blanket. So make a stitch, extra stitch, keep your fingers inside. Now add the second stitch to your finger. Now grab working yarn and knit them together. Now keep your hands inside the stitch, add another stitch, and then pull the yarn through. That is how a cast off is done. You are knitting 2 stitches at a time. 1 stitch you made from 2, keep your hand inside, add another one, and knit them together. It will give you a beautiful chain on the top. See this beautiful corner? If we wouldn't make that extra stitch, the corner would be rounded and would not look as nice. So keep casting off until you have all stitches cast off. Make sure not to miss any stitches. So when you're done casting off, look on the back of the blanket to make sure that you didn't skip any stitches. And then if you did, go back, unwind it, and knit them. Not knit that stitch. So like that. Look on the back, see all stitches are knitted. So here we are. We have just 2 stitches left. Now we're knitting them together. So here is the stitch, and here's little tail. It goes inside. Now pull the yarn, and here how you finished the blanket. Beautiful chain on the side, and beautiful chain on another side too. And we are weaving in this end. I'm putting it underneath this chain, and then just tuck it in on the back like that. And then we will do the same to the bottom. I already did it. So I put the end of the yarn underneath the chain. I cannot even find where. So see, it's very easy to hide this yarn. You will not even see where it is. Here it is. Beautiful chain on the bottom too. So here's our beautiful blanket, guys. It's a really beautiful pattern. It's kind of on the dense side, so if you like blankets that are a little bit heavier and denser, then this is the pattern for you. So this yarn is available at BeCozi.net. Go get some, make this beautiful blanket, and then share a picture of your beautiful blanket at BeCozi Hand Knitting Club on Facebook. We have almost 16,000 people there sharing their beautiful pictures. So stay on BeCozi. Hey guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. I would like to introduce my hand knitting book. The book was published in September 21, and recently it was also published with the Christian Publishing Agency. It's available on our website and also available on Amazon. This is the only book on hand knitting on the craft market. It's extremely unique and very beautiful book explaining hand knitting, giving you a history of our company, how hand knitting was born, and then it also gives you a few patterns, simple patterns with a very detailed pictures how to make every single step on the way. Go to the link underneath this video and purchase this book, and let's hand knit.